You...
So, did you get Serena all tucked in?
Yeah, Aunt Charlene should be turning off the lights any minute. I want to thank you for letting me tuck her in bed.
You're her mother. That's what mothers do.
I know. It was just so nice kissing her goodnight. It reminded me of how sweet and simple things used to be. You know, I think you need to be reminded of that every once in a while.
I thought you'd head back to the hotel.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to thank you, though. I sort of already did that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, see, what I wanted to do was, I just wanted to hang out with you. You know, like we used to do together. Just, you know, for a few minutes. Is that okay?
Hi, Dr. Collins.
I came over as soon as I got your message.
I was watching TV. I don't even remember falling asleep.
Did you have another nightmare?
Yeah, it's the same one where I'm drowning. It's so awful. It's like I'm underwater and not being able to breathe or see anything. Please, you have to help me.
I don't understand. Nobody told me about a new therapist. I think I better call my daughter.
Well, I've already spoken to Rachel. And I'm not going to stay long. I just want to get a little background information.
Well, if you've already spoken to Rachel, then why didn't she fill you in?
Well, I want to hear what you have to say. Especially about Livy.
You're awfully quiet.
Well, I don't know what to say, you know. It's been a while since we've just hung out, Lucy.
Yeah, it sure has.
I guess you've just been so busy, you know, with the clinic and your little friend Charlie.
You know, I'm sorry about that. That was really weird, the way you had to meet her in my hotel room like that, huh?
Well, it just seems to me that she's not the only runaway living in that hotel room.
Is that what you really think that I'm doing, just running away?
Yeah, I do.
It's so hard to explain, you know? It's like when I see you, it's like holding up a mirror, and I look in it, and all I see is every single thing we've lost. And so sometimes it's just easier for me to stay away.
Well, you're here now.
Because I miss you. I miss my pal.
Even though I let you down?
You know what? Let's not do that, okay? I'm just tired of everything we've said to each other and the apologies and all the yelling, everything. Just saying the wrong thing, worrying about that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I know I have not made this whole thing any easier on you.
Well, it's just that we've been through a lot of rough times, Lucy, you know? I mean, and we've managed to, get through it. And I'm, at this point, still not ready to just count you out.
Okay. I don't know what's happening here, and I don't know where we're going. I can't tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. I have no answers to that, but I do know I really wanted to be here. I'm here right now, tonight. So, could that just be enough? At least for right now?
Yeah, sure.
I don't work here at the sanitarium, but they call me from time to time to consult on the special cases.
Well, so I'm a special case.
Of course. Of course, after all you've been through in your life, you know, all the tragedies.
I don't want to talk about any of that.
Well, Estelle, sometimes talking to someone who isn't going to argue with you or pass judgment, you can help. And I'm not going to do either of those things. I promise.
How did you find out about Livy?
From Rachel.
Rachel doesn't usually confide in anybody. So you two must be pretty close?
She treated someone I love very much, and I'm here to return the favor. She mentioned that Livy's been on your mind quite a bit lately.
My Livy. She is the most beautiful granddaughter.
You said before that you've always been close to your mother, but recently you've had a falling out.
That's right.
What about your father? You haven't even mentioned him.
Well, he's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. So your mother raised you?
And my grandma.
You know, you described your nightmare as being in the dark. But didn't, you know, you also said that about your life, that you've always felt like you were in the dark. Do you think that has anything to do with your mother and your grandmother not telling you anything about your father?
Hey, there's a whole lot of stuff that I don't know about my family. A whole lot.
So, your granddaughter, Livy, do you get to see her often?
Oh, I used to see her all the time until I came here
To the sanitarium?
to this awful town.
Poor Charles. You don't like it here.
It's lonely.
Yeah, but Rachel lives here in Port Charles. You must see her all the time.
That doesn't make up for what she did, sending Livy away.
Why do you think Rachel was so adamant about sending Livy away?
So she wouldn't find out.
Find out what?
It was for the best. She must never know.
What is it that Livy must never know?
Secrets. Family secrets.
You know, Estelle, keeping secrets in is like swallowing poison. And the only antidote is to say them out loud. And that's why I'm here, to help you do that. It's okay. You can trust me. You have two daughters, isn't that right? Rachel and,
And Grace. You know her too?
No.
No, of course you don't. She's dead. Drowned. She was a beautiful girl. Perfect daughter. You know, they say that mothers don't have favorites. That's a lie. They do.
And Grace was yours.
Well, that's not my fault. I mean, Rachel just makes it impossible for anybody to love her.
Well, what do you think it is about Rachel that makes her so unlovable?
Oh, I don't know. So many things. She's just so...
So what?
So strict. I know she's only trying to protect me.
Well, that's a normal maternal instinct.
I guess, but sometimes it just feels so suffocating, like I can't...
Breathe.
Yeah, like in my dream.
Well, your mother's controlling you could have something to do with that.
Maybe, I don't know.
Why don't you tell me about it again?
Like I said, I'm in the water. And it's dark. I can't see anything. And I'm cold, really cold. And I can't breathe. There's no air, just water.
Your first instinct is to gasp for breath. But when you gasp for breath, then your lungs fill up with water. And that's when she knew. That's when she suddenly knew what was happening.
Grace.
She was drowning.
I'm trying to hold my breath, but I can't. All these bubbles start coming out of my mouth, floating up to the surface.
I mean, it must have seemed like an eternity. Your lungs burning and your chest ready to explode and your arms and legs paralyzed by the cold.
I can't swim. My arms and legs are numb. I can't feel them. No matter how hard I try, I just can't. There are dolls floating all around me. Their eyes wide open, just staring at me. They're not scared, and they're not trying to swim. They're just floating. Maybe if I stop struggling, I'll be okay. And for a minute, I'm floating, just like the dolls. Then all of a sudden, I start sinking deeper and deeper.
Can you imagine what it must have been like for Gracie? Terrified, trapped, helpless. Kevin didn't do anything to help her. He just saved his own life and he let Gracie die.
I try to scream for help. Somebody, please. But no one can hear me. There's nobody there.
He must have seen her struggling, heard her calling. And he just let her die.
I can hear you, Charlie. I'm here.
But you're not helping. You can't save me.
I know it feels like that now.
You don't know how I feel.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely right. I don't.
Look, I want you to go. I'm sorry I called you over in the first place. It's only making things worse.
Charlie, please, just try and calm down.
Calm down? Every night, that's what's waiting for me, drowning over and over.
I know, I understand, but I believe that we can work through this together.
You can't help me. You can't make these nightmares go away.
What is all that?
There are reports on sightings of Julie.
All of those?
Well, the ones that just came in today.
That's amazing. I can't believe they keep coming in like that.
I just wish one of them would pan out.
Do you do this every night? I mean, read over all of those?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't want anybody else to do it. I mean, I might miss something, and, you know, so, I do it. I do it to take care of everything.
Could you tell me, about what happened when you went looking for Christina down in Brazil, could you?
It was like a roller coaster. I would get up each morning thinking I was going to find her, to a point where I would call down and I'd have a crib sent up so that I, you know, was ready when I came back with her.
Go on, I really need to hear this.
Well, I would get up, you know, before it was even light outside, and I'd just get out there, you know, following the leads, and every step I took, I thought I was going to get closer to Christina.
And when it didn't pan out?
And then I would come back to the hotel room, and I'd look at the crib. Wouldn't be able to sleep, feeling sort of this empty pain.
I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
Yeah, well, I just don't ever want to feel that way again. And then I get these reports, and here I go, ready to follow a new lead. That's just the way I am.
I know. I know. Aren't they incredible? Look how bright the stars are tonight. You know, it's like a million tiny lanterns lighting up the whole entire universe, showing the way.
Yeah, but they only come out at night.
Yeah. Oh, you know, I always feel so safe here. It's like when I'm right in a spot, everything is right with the universe. Even though I know it really isn't. I mean, you don't think it's hopeless. We're not gonna find Christine. You don't think we should give up hope, right?
No, as long as these reports keep coming in.
Right, and there's all those eyes and ears out there finding our baby. I mean, there's no reason we should lose hope ever, right? Well, you know, I need to go back to the hotel.
Oh, wait a second. You don't have to go just yet.
Well, you know, it's getting pretty late.
Well, thanks for coming out here and finding me.
You remember what you asked me the other day? You know, I haven't forgotten that, about what's going to happen if we do find Christina. Are we going to be back together? Are we going to be a family again?
If I was to have an answer, it would be yes.
Wow. Why are you like that? Why are you always so sure of everything?
I believe in us.
Good night.
I need my pills. Rachel says that they calm me down.
Don't worry, I'll get you your medications.
No, I need them now.
Well, someone's bringing them as we speak. Did you know Kevin?
He killed my Gracie. He let her die.
Well, isn't it possible that was just an accident?
No, no, no. That was no accident. That was murder. Cold-blooded murder.
And what about Livy? Does she know Kevin?
No, and she never will. She's young. She's innocent. We will never let that monster near her.
Charlie, are you okay? Charlie?
Yeah, I'll be right out.
Doc, why are you here? What's going on?
Charlie called me.
Oh, my goodness. Is she all right?
She wanted to talk about her nightmares.
Oh, well, that's good, right? It's a positive thing.
Well, it was a pretty rough session. She's in there right now trying to pull herself together.
Oh, no. Boy, those nightmares are really getting to her, you know what?
She's not the only one.
What does that mean?
It's the details of the nightmares. Got to me, too.
Oh, Doc. Of course it would. I guess this is kind of strange, isn't it? A person coming to you to talk about their nightmares about drowning that are affecting them so much, and you had a near-fatal drowning accident in your life, too, in real life.
I'll admit it cuts a little close to the bone.
Oh, you know, maybe this isn't good for you. Maybe you should get somebody else to treat her.
I can handle this. It's Charlie I'm worried about.
Yeah, me too. What should I do? Should I go in there and check on her right now?
Maybe it would be best if I left the two of you alone. I think she's had a little too much therapy for one day.
Okay.
Charlie, Lucy's back, so I'm going to leave. You call me if you need anything, all right?
Sure.
Hey, listen, is there anything I should do or say to comfort her, to help? What can I do?
Just listen and be with her. She's really fragile right now.
Okay, well, I'm not going anywhere. You know, I'll stay with her.
Whatever's haunting her, Lucy, it's intense. She has deeply buried feelings to deal with.
Yeah, well, you know, at least she's not alone. She's got me, and now she's got you. Thanks.
Just keep me posted.
Yeah, I will. Okay. Ta. Hey. Hey, you, it's okay. Kevin's gone. He left.
I want the nightmares to stop.
Okay.
I'll do anything to make them stop.
Okay, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
We have to protect Livy. That's all that matters now.
Yeah, you're right. There's no reason why Livy should know that her aunt was murdered.
She wasn't.
But you just told me that Kevin killed Grace.
He did. But she's not Livy's aunt. Poor Gracie. She never got to know her precious little girl.
Her precious little girl?
You know, when I see Livy, I see Grace. I see the same smile, same eyes.
Livy is Grace's daughter.
We've just got to protect her. No one must ever know.
Oh, don't worry, Estelle. Your secret's safe with me.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles.
Port Charles.
Is everything okay? Things are messed up with you and Mom, aren't they?
You said you wouldn't go back to Port Charles without me,
I won't.
so I'm taking you back.
You really miss your baby, don't you?
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do?
Admit it, the day is never complete without your daily dose of Erica Kane and All My Children. Eventually, Erica will settle down and find someone special again. But is it today? You're going to have to watch and find out. Luckily, All My Children is coming up next here on SoapNet.
You never know who you'll bump into on All My Children. Coming up next, followed by One Life to Live and General Hospital.
Knowing all